Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to our Freedom Lifestyle event. Tonight we're here to launch the business of the wonderful Serena. So if you've come along to support her or if you're watching the recording, welcome. I'd just like to invite you just to sit back and relax and just listen with an open heart and an open mind. We're here tonight to share a few things with you. One being about our beautiful program, our health and wellness program, and our wonderful whole food nutritional support that goes alongside it. And the other is about a business opportunity, a way to create a side income or an extra income if you wish. And there's never been like more of a pressing time to be thinking about these things. So we'll be getting into that a little bit later, but first I'd like to bring on a wonderful friend of mine, Stacey, and she's going to talk to you guys a little bit more about our beautiful program and our products. Stace?
Awesome, thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Stacey. I'm a solo parent here in Christchurch, New Zealand. I have actually been on this product for 2.5 years and absolutely love it. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about this product a little bit more and what it actually is. So basically, our product is the most researched product in the world. There's over 35 peer-reviewed studies. It's basically just fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Okay, it's scientifically proven to help build your immune system. And at the moment, with everything going on out there, it's really, really important. And the cool thing about our product is we're still working, we're still doing this. You know, we're TGA approved, so we are classed as a essential product too, which is absolutely awesome, especially with what's going on out there. But basically, you know, our 5+ a day that we, see on TV and all out there, that's actually 25 years old. It's now 9 to 13 serves of fruits and vegetables that we need in our system daily. Now, the fruits and vegetables that we buy at the supermarket and our veggie stores, they're usually picked way before their time. Then they've got to go from the farm to your veggie store or your supermarket, and then what happens is everyone's touching them. We don't know, who's sneezing on them. Sorry, little personal joke. And then they go into your fridge and your wherever you keep your fruits and vegetables, really. And then what happens with them is we pick them, we peel them, we cut them, we cook all the nutrients out of them, and what are we really left with? Okay, so we are still getting beautiful fruits and vegetables in our system. Don't get me wrong, they're still really brilliant that way. I have probably had about 2, maybe 3 servings today. I can't really count. So even I don't get that 9 to 13 serves of fruits and vegetables. But I've got this beautiful product. Okay, it's fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. Now, the cool thing, the difference between the vegetables that you're eating off the shelf and this is these ones are vine ripened. They are grown across the equator in farms that are 2nd and 3rd generation, so we know exactly what's going on in the farms. The produce is moved around. It's not kept in one spot, so it doesn't kind of deplete the soil. And then when they are pretty much vine ripened, which is pretty at their most ugliest form, we're not going to buy them in the supermarket like that, really, because we buy with our eyes. They are then picked and they're taken to their processing plants. Those plants are usually within an hour's distance, or some of our farms actually have them on site, which is really cool. And then what happens is they're pulped, they're dried in a cool drying process, and then they're encapsulated to basically store all that beautiful goodness and freshness. And then they're put in these little capsules and they're brought to our doors. And that bridges the gap in my diet between what I should be eating and what I do actually eat. Because like I said to you, I probably have had 2 to 3 serves of fruits and vegetables, but I've had a good variety of 33 fruits and vegetables today, which is really cool. So that product is basically our star product. It's absolutely amazing. It's what most of our research is based on. But we also have a chewable form for those who don't like swallowing capsules, or for the kids as well, because it is safe for everyone. It's safe for breastfeeding mums. It's safe for pregnant, breastfeeding mums, I said that already, and kids and everyone. Basically, if you can eat broccoli, you can have this, okay? Now, the cool thing about these little chews is they're exactly the same as what's in the capsules. They've just got a bit of organic tapioca and a little bit of the juice is left in them so that they make them sweet, and they are so delicious. It's ridiculous. I always have like 2 or 3 when I open a fresh bag because they taste so good. But the cool thing about this is that every time you purchase a product, like one of these, an adult purchases product, you can sponsor a child for up to 4 years to get free product. Now, I don't know any company in the world that does that, and I just love that I'm aligned with a company with such heart and such soul in there. So, you know, for up to 4 years, free product for your kids, how cool is that? Just by you helping yourself out. Because let's be honest, most of us are all mamas, and what do? We put our kids first. We always give them the good food and we're left with the toast, right? Because we can't be bothered by the time it gets to us. So, you know, being able to, you know, do that for our kids and also do that for us is pretty cool. I was a very, very depleted mum when I started. My twins were 16 months at the time. I was struggling with everything, sleep, a toxic relationship, all of that sort of stuff. And within 4 days, I felt crazy amounts of energy. I couldn't believe it. Within 2 weeks of jumping on this product, I dropped my day nap because I was napping it from 12 till 2 during the day with the twins, and I was still up at night. I dropped my day nap and I was going to bed at 10, 11 o'clock at night, still up through the night, could cope at that 3 o'clock time. So for me, this product was the best thing that ever happened to me as an adult, pretty much. So that's pretty awesome. The next product is one of my absolute favorites. It's a vegan omega. Okay, so we've skipped the fish and we've gone straight to the algae, straight to this plant source itself, because fish actually don't produce omegas. They get it from the algae. So we've skipped them, we've gone straight to the source, including some other beautiful, you know, fruits. So you got pomegranate seed, tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn oil, all of that beautiful goodness in this, and it's vegan, which is absolutely awesome. It took them 10 years to get this up and running, to get all the research and get it to its most perfect stage. And I really love the omegas because, you know, I suffered hip dysplasia carrying the twins, and I went to physio, I did all my exercises, I did what I was meant to do, but the pain was always there. And, you know, when you're lugging 2 little babies around, it's hard. It's very hard. And I didn't realize how, you know, hard that was. And I wasn't getting support from my partner either. So, you know, within 4 months of taking this product, I actually realized I wasn't complaining about my hip pain anymore. And I said to myself, I bet it's this Juice Plus. I bet it's that. And within probably about 3 months after that, me and my partner broke up and I ran out. And I decided to can it because I was setting up my own house, as we do, solo mums. And I wanted just that little bit of financial security so that, you know, I could survive if I ever needed it. And within 2 or 3 days of being off this, my hip pain was back, and I was like, stuff it, we can eat baked beans for a week. It doesn't matter. The stuff was, I knew that right then that it was the omega that was really helping me with that inflammation in my joints, and absolute amazing heart health, skin, hair and nails, all of that sort of stuff with your omegas. So the next beautiful product that we do have is our complete shakes. Now, our complete shakes are like a protein drink, but they're not. They're not a meal replacement either. They are a nutritional support. So they're a nutritional drink. You can turn it into a meal replacement by adding spinach and berries and, you know, good fats and all that beautiful stuff. But really, it's just a nutritional drink. The cool thing about these is they come in 2 flavors, chocolate or vanilla. Now the chocolate tastes like a chocolate paddle pop, if you remember those. So they're absolutely amazing and yummy. But the cool thing about is they've got 30 plant-based ingredients in them. Now, the there's a powder blend as well, which is pomegranate powder, spirulina powder, yucca powder, mushroom powder. Now the mushroom powder is a natural mood balance. So it has niacin in it, which is your natural mood balancer. And I can tell you from being on these to being not on these, angry mum tends to come out when I'm not having my shakes. And I really can tell that it totally balances my mood, and it surprises me when I figure that one out, when I'm like, oh, I haven't had a shake today, and I'm getting angry at the kids at the end of the day because they're annoying the hell out of me. So really, really good natural mood balancers, and they're really good for us. Now, the cool thing about these is they come in little sachets like this, or they come in bulk, but the sachets are cool because you can chuck them in your handbag, and when you're out and about and you need something, you know, you can just mix it with water. And by the way, just mixing it with the water gives you 50% of your vitamin C, your vitamin B6, your B12, your calcium, your thiamine, your niacin, and every single time I have to read that, I've said that a million times and I still have to read the back of it. And the cool thing is that it also gives you 26% of your iron. Now that's really, really, really cool for me. I absolutely love that. So these are always a staple in my household. So apart from that, we have beautiful, we've got 3 nutritional programs actually, but the one we're going to talk about today is our How to Plate Up and our Kickstart 10. Now that's on at the moment and I'm doing it. It's absolutely amazing. 10 days is really simple to do. Really beautiful recipes and stuff like that that really kind of help you get the right amounts into your body at the same time. So our Plate Up program is absolutely amazing. It talks about, you know, getting your fruits and vegetables in your system. 60% of those on your plate, you know, in every meal helps build your immune system. So like I was saying before, it's scientifically backed to help build your immune system. You know, 10% of your plate should be good fat, so your avocados, your olive oils, your butters, beautiful good omega oils as well. And the other 30% should be, you know, your pre and your probiotics and your protein, which come from a plant source as well. And, you know, these basically cover that. So we can teach you to supplement well, and then we can put our beautiful programs together, which teaches you to basically plate up your meal so that you're fueling your body so that your digestive system's working, your immune system's working, and your nervous system's working at full speed. So this program is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. But to really bring it to life, we're going to pass it on to Melissa, and she's going to tell us a bit about her product story. Melissa.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, so I can completely relate to a lot of what you were saying there, Stacey, about the mean, crazy mummy. I have never actually, through my life, suffered from anxiety or anything. Sorry, my children. Hey, thank you guys.
It's your vitamins.
Here's my vitamins.
Everyone's hiding them from you.
So in our household, this has been a regular daily thing for 2 years. And they literally now know their vitamins. That's what they are. And because the kids get it for free, they've been taking them, you know, for 2 years. And my little one, she's 3 now, she actually was a bronchiolitis baby. So at 6 months she had bronchiolitis and then got it the year after. Then she started on the chews. And so I was kind of expecting every year for her to get some type of lungy thing. But last year we were around, you know, families that had snot and flus and colds and everything. And we go to kindergarten as well, and my kids got nothing. They had completely no sickness. And so I really credit it to the chews. Now, my little one, she's, you know, basically been brought up on that. She will eat anything. My older one, she's fussy, so I know every day I'm bridging the gap in her nutrition, even though she turns her nose up still at things. I don't get stressed over it, because I know every day she is having goodness, and I can see it, you know, the way she functions and what her vitality is like. So I'm truly grateful for that, but also for myself. The whole Mumby thing, you know, when this come into my life, I was really, really tired. I was 9 kilos heavier from after having the little one. My hair was like falling out. I just looked, you know, yuck, you know, when you just look tired and exhausted. I had sugar cravings, brain fog, couldn't think, was getting anxiety, so I was getting very cranky and unhappy just with myself, with my kids, with my husband, just with pretty much life. And I just found everything a struggle. So once I started on the capsules, I started to feel better in myself within 2 weeks. And then it was the catalyst for the change. So I was starting to build energy. So I started to use the program. And, you know, that made me feel even better. And within a month, I was then able to get back into exercising. So it was that whole catalyst for, you know, starting to feel better, to starting to eat better, to start to move and, you know, do everything else that goes along with it. So I just cannot rate these products any higher than, you know, like they're up here. They give you the nutritional value that we all lack. And, you know, so many people nowadays are so nutritionally depleted, and they think it's something else, when actually it's just really, you know, nutritional depletion. And that's what I found for myself. So, yeah. So anyway, don't sit on the fence, jump in, try them. Thanks, Bridge.
Thanks. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it is just fruit, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. It's super simple. I can't tell you what it would do for your body. I can tell you what it's done for mine. For me, I thought I was pretty healthy beforehand, and then I didn't realize what feeling healthy felt like until I started on these products. The main things that it's helped me with hugely has been my hormones. So I had adult acne in my 20s, like serious cystic acne. It cleared up my skin. My hormones have completely regulated. I no longer get any PMS. I have to track my periods to know they're coming. I don't have any signs. I haven't had a migraine in over 2 years. And for us as a family, our immune system as a whole is just really, really strong. Like I hardly ever get sick. If I get sick, I might get a little bit of a sore throat, and that's it. So for me, that's what it's done for me. Like I said, I can't tell you what it will do for you, but at the end of the day, what wouldn't, you know, like another 2 or 3 green smoothies do to you if you were having them? I just want to change gears a little bit now, and we're going to talk a bit about the business side, and to tell us a little bit about her experience and the business. So I'm going to bring on a good friend of mine, Shannon. You just unmute yourself, hun. And I'd love to know what attracted you to the business in the first place, and you know, if there was any reservations before you started.
Cool. Well, thanks, honey. Can you guys hear me okay? Sometimes those headphones can be a pain in the bum. Yeah, so I kind of came about this business when I was a new mama. So my daughter was only 4 months old at the time. And I kind of just remember sitting there thinking, holy shit, you know, I had to go back to work. I was called to go back early. And so I had this massive heartache of, oh my God, I have to leave my baby in a daycare and she's only 4 months old. And I just remember thinking at that time, I don't want to do this. This doesn't feel right to me. And so at the time, my main drive was, you know, I need to find something. And it's really funny when you put that out into the universe, what comes about for you. And so what happened was I had an ad pop up on Facebook to look into this community and this business. And of course, you know, like Bridget said about reservations, there was definitely reservations for me because it's not something that you are used to. You know, we're brought up thinking that we have to go to school, go to university, get a job, and then do the 9 to 5 job and until we get to retire. And, you know, for a lot of people, they don't even get to do that because they can't afford to. So, you know, I know for me that was ingrained in my upbringing. And so when this came about, it was kind of like, oh, I don't know, this is really out the box. But for me, it was kind of like, well, I know that this isn't what I want to be doing. I don't want to be going to a job every day and not getting to spend time with my baby girl. And so I said, bugger it, I'm going to jump in and see what this is all about. And so took the leap. And it's been insane. I've been in the business for 4 years now. And it's kind of just been a whole journey. There's been so much self-development and so much growth that comes with it, but also just the insane community. Like you can see all of these beautiful ladies on here tonight that I get to work with every day. And, you know, in the current situation in the world right now where everyone is having to stop working, people are losing their jobs, we still get to be here, we still get to make an impact and help others who are struggling financially. I now get to do that for other people. So it's just truly beautiful. So, you know, definitely there's going to be reservations if someone's sent you this or you're jumped on to watch and it's completely out of the box and you're kind of like, I get it, totally do, been there. But you kind of got to think, is what you're doing what you want to be doing for the rest of your life, or are you willing to sort of take a chance and take a leap and try something new? Yeah, so that's kind of my short story, Bridget. I'll pass back to you.
Thanks, Han. And I think it's Tony Robbins that says, no, if you're not growing, you're dying. So you always got to be pushing yourself and stepping out of your comfort zone. I am also a traditional business owner, but I've been doing this business for about 2.5 years now. And yeah, I first jumped in. I was a product of the product first and fell in love with it and was telling everyone about it. So it just was a natural step for me to become part of the company. But I was super, super worried about not having enough time to be able to give this, can you still give this the time of day and effort that it needs? That was my biggest worry, not having enough time. But what I found after I started is that it's completely a business in the box. You know, this business is set up for you to be able to do installer moments around your kids, around your other jobs. There's so many people here to mentor you to hold your hand along the way. So if that is one of your worries, then please don't let that put you off asking more questions. Now I would really like to bring on another beautiful lady, Pauline, and I'd like to hear a little bit about her business story and what attracted her to the business in the first place, and if she had any reservations when she first started.
Thanks, Bridget. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm Pauline, and I did have reservations, definitely when I first looked into it. In fact, I did turn it down when I very first approached it. I happened to see it on Facebook for a job, and I applied for it. However, I did turn it down, like I said, the first time, and 5 months later, the lovely Shannon approached me again, and of course, I was ready to look further into it. The whole program, the product, the community won me, but I needed something in my life. I was so tired of working 12-hour days on my feet, being in a job that I was totally bullied in, to the point that they managed me out of, and I ended up in therapy, and that I didn't want to leave my house because I live in a small town, and if you live in a small town you would know that everybody talks. So it was quite an uneasy situation for me at the time. However, this changed my life. I jumped straight in. I loved it from the very get-go, and I've been in here now 2 years. This is my full-time job. I do work part-time as well with Shannon. That's not what my income's about. I do that more for the pleasure side of it, this is my main focus, and it's exactly where I need to be, and where I'm heading for the future. So yeah, definitely glad I'm here. Yeah. So I'm also going to introduce the lovely Serena, who's been sitting there patiently waiting to answer these questions and talk to you guys that came on for her. So if you want to unmute yourself, Serena, and if you would like to tell us how you or why you got interested in this, what brought you to this place, and where you see yourself with you and your family in the future.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so what got me interested in Juice Plus in the first place was I saw a post, and it was basically saying, you know, are you wanting to work from home? Are you a mum, you know, with children? And just, yeah, that just really caught my eye, because I have my 4-month-old baby, and the thought of going back to work like Shannon was, yeah, daunting. So yeah, I decided to give it a go and jumped on board. What's the other question you asked me?
What do you see, like, what could this be for you and your family if this was to become a full-time thing for you?
Well, I see like us being healthier, because, you know, obviously we'll be on the products, and also just financially better off. Yeah, I don't have much more to say, really. Short and sweet.
It's okay. Welcome. You're gonna love this, and I tell you, if I had known that this was possible when I had my daughter, I went back to work when my daughter was. I did my first catering job back when she was 2.5 weeks old. So like, if I had known about this at that stage, my life would have been so different. So you're super lucky that you've got into this at the time that you have, and you're just going to be able to make so many special memories with your little girl. So I'm really excited for what this can be for you. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight, and I'd just like to leave you with a few things, you know, like, just if you think, what if this could be a vehicle that could enable you to live out your dreams? What if this could be the way for you to create an extra income on the side? You know, I know that when I first watched a link like this, I had a million questions, and I am so glad I got my questions answered. So I just urge you to get in contact with the person who invited you here tonight, or the person who sent you this link, and just get those questions answered, because you never know, this could be the perfect way for you. So have a wonderful Easter, everybody, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.